guys, good morning. Kagabi sa Parkplay watching medyo uneventful, underwhelming. So sinulit na lang yung buffet. Pero ngayon we're expecting better dahil i-build Calauit Safari Tour plus Reef and Wrecks Tour. So hopefully mag-enjoy kami. I've always wanted to go to Calauit Safari as I'm a fan of having animals roam on a larger area rather than in a cage. And when I was in Coron, I made sure not to let it pass to visit the place. We referred again to the flyers we got from the airport and we paid 2,100 each for the Calauit Safari Tour, but that also includes the Reef and Wrecks Tour, which is a good deal, a 2-in-1. To reach Calauit Safari, it's almost a 2-hour van ride from Coron Town to the westernmost part of Busuanga, then a 5 to 10 minute boat ride to Calauit Island, where the safari is. But before boarding the boat, there will be a breakfast stopover as there's no food available on Calauit Island. The Calauit Safari was created in the 70s as ordered by the late President Ferdinand Marcos, and animals were imported from Africa. And you can say they might have done a good conservation as it's still operating up until now.
Pag inabol tayo ng lion, akyat tayo sa giraffe.
A few minutes of walk to the site and you'll be seeing the animals roaming freely on a large field. The first activity, which is feeding giraffes, is the best thing to experience on the tour and has a good approach to it as it's the humans who are in a cage. Then giraffes will draw near the cage asking for those somewhat tasty leaves. These guys just want to keep on munching. They are totally harmless when you're inside the cage, but when there's no cage to separate them with humans, we were advised to keep distance as these giraffes can do back, side, and front kicks. And that also goes for zebras except for the side kick. The zebras don't do much movement and seems like satisfied to chill on certain spots. Another group of animals plenty in Calauit Island are the Colombian Deers. Unlike the zebras and giraffes, the Colombian Deers are a bit elusive to strangers like me. The moment you try to get near it, it exercises a strict social distancing measure. The place is big enough for animals to roam around freely, and aside from the three main animals, which are giraffes, deers, and zebras, there are also other animals in Calauit Safari. But the sad thing is they are on small cages. For these small turtles, not much of an issue, and I think they're actually enjoying their small place, if without human interaction and invasion of privacy. The problem is when you go inside a small jungle and you'll end up in a small zoo. Like I said, not a fan of animals on small cages. I was satisfied of what I've seen in Calauit Safari until I saw the zoo. I hope at least they made the cages bigger. Just hard to watch some animals trying to get out of the cage, and some look really stressed. And I think this one is just ridiculous, putting an eagle and monkeys on the same cage. Oh well, hope in the future their management thinks of rebuilding the zoo, or better to just remove it. Heading back to the main area of the safari, and you've just seen two different worlds for these animals. That's reality.
Okay. Babay na ba? Babay na giraffe?
Bye-bye.
Siyempre, nakausap ko siya.